Hello and welcome to another edition of Living Simply and Fun. Tonight we will be reviewing something very special, the Spectre from AJ Fernandez. Now, one of the first things I'm going to notice on here, I don't know if you could see the texture, but this thing is sandpaper. This is one of the roughest, thickest leaves I have ever seen on a cigar.
I would like to make a statement. I would like to thank Johnny Stix for this wonderful donation to try this wonderful cigar. And while we're doing the video, I am going to be offering Mr. Moppy to sit with me so you can see him. Most of the people never get to see Moppy. He's a working dog and he takes care of Aaron.
Yes, okay, so on to the cigar. This is a Maduro wrapper on here. That is all it's listed as. Where it came from, it doesn't say. I have a hunch, given its texture, it's probably from Brazil. But it doesn't mean anything. Now, AJ Fernandez classifies this as having a secret blend of tobaccos.
Let's just
it is very well known that the Spectre includes a tobacco known as Latakia or Latakia.
I would like to say
it's actually Latakia, but
anyone who wants to try this cigar in the next 2 years should before the FDA cracks down.
Because it's a pipe tobacco cigar. Now,
pipe tobaccos. Mommy loves pipe tobaccos, right?
Now, a little history. If you don't know anything about Latakia, Latakia started in a small area of Syria where some farmers had a real good bumper crop season, a happy accident here, and they hung a bunch of their tobacco up in a barn to let it sit for the winter because they just had too much of it. Well, the residents, the inhabitants of that place, ended up cooking over their open fire pits, etc. during the course of the winter, and lo and behold, when they used the tobacco, it was infused with all these smokes and herbs, and Latakia was born, or Latakia.
I would like to say, nowadays, from what I've done some research, I was looking over some stuff about pipe tobaccos today. Now Latakia is coming from Turkey, I believe it said.
Latakia, depending on how you want to pronounce it, it is Latakia though. It is Turkish tobacco, and it's mostly done in Cyprus now. Although some of it's done in Syria.
It's called Cyprus.
It's fine, Cyprus.
That's where the ship was stranded for Paul, remember?
Well, anyways, they hang the tobacco in the barns, and they burn a bunch of aromatic woods and herbs as it dries and cures, and the smoke gets into the leaves and kind of flavors it.
I would like to say...
So in a way, it's an infused, but it's not.
I would like to say for all of you out there...
No, it is. It's infused with wood smoke and herbs.
When it comes to this particular cigar, and I'm going to say this just because I can... when it comes to the Spectre in general, since he's not going off it, it must be AJ Fernandez's first pipe tobacco cigar, as well as his own first can of pipe tobacco, which I'd love to get my hands on some Spectre pipe tobacco
now
to try, to compare them.
When we first got into cigars, this was one of the sticks that immediately jumped to our attention, and it's been 2 years, and we hadn't tried it yet. And the reason for this is just it never seemed the proper time to buy it, but the reason it was on our radar was we used to smoke pipes. And in fact, Rita still smokes a pipe very heavily.
As you all know, and I'll say this in this review if you don't know and you're a subscriber, is I prefer the pipe over a good cigar. Every day I will do it. I got 5 blends of smoking right now, and I'm quite content with it. What do you say, Moppy?
So, anyways, because we both had dabbled in pipes and stuff, and we both enjoyed the pipe, this immediately popped out to us as like a cigar to try.
Aaron, I won't go into details, but Aaron was shopping for pipe tobacco a while ago, and he came across some pipe tobacco. I believe it was CAO, and let's just say that particular pipe tobacco in the next 2 years is going to go off the market because Hold on, because if you guys don't know, and I'm just going to cut the crap real quick,
hey,
the FDA... The FDA is going to take away all flavored pipe tobaccos.
Yeah, don't hold his head like a basketball.
Wasn't.
Yeah, you were. You were like.
He's a good dog.
Anyways, on to the sniff test because I want to fire this up. I am so excited. Very strong, meaty, smoky flavors.
Oh,
Scents.
and sometimes they say the third wheel gets the grease. Well, let me just say this is our third co-host, Moppy, which tonight you get to see him. Yes. The fourth one is somewhere in the back drinking water.
Does not smell as strong as the Kentucky fire-cured Muwat for those who are curious, but it has some of the same scents.
Did you
but
notice?
Not quite.
C2, a comment came in. It was smoky barbecuedness is what he called this. So I want to give a shout out to the C2 brothers.
Hello, everyone at Cigar Cartel.
What do you say, Moppy? The same thing? This guy's a traveling dog. We might be going to Portland soon, so he'll be chugging along.
Other than meaty smokiness, I am not picking up much else. Maybe a little earth smell, but I'm ready to get into this.
I'm picking up at the end where he cut with the V cutter a dark chocolate or a chocolate cocoa scent, but on the front. Oh yeah, picking it up on the front, but it's more likely the Latakia, so.
Latakia, Latakia, yes. I keep wanting to, I always pronounce it wrong, and now I'm trying to fix the proper pronunciation with the improper one.
Let's light the fires and kick the tires, Big Moppy-O. As you can see, Moppy is well behaved for the most part. He does try to pretend to be a fire truck at times. This is what, a 7x49?
I don't know. I did not write down the dimensions. First puff, I'm not getting much flavor, particularly with the smells that I got.
For some of you out there, including our C2 brothers and sisters of the Leaf that just saw me stop for a second, I was looking at the cigar as I've been taking cues for him, and I was looking at the burner, and I thought one of the burners needed to be cleaned. It was just my eyes. Remember, I'm semi-blind, so in-depth perception for 3 of them is not good.
Kind of a very faint smoky barbecue. I would say, but it's faint right now. It's not an overpowering, overbearing flavor, and it's so far very mild. Unlike the KFC Muwat, which is immediately right in your face, bam.
The KFC Muwat's got Perique in it.
Yes, well, that's got Perique, which is another pipe tobacco.
It doesn't have Perique in it.
No, but I think that the KFC also has Latakia.
Anyways, I'd love to try AJ Fernandez if he's the one who invented the Spectre, which Aaron said he did, his own Spectre pipe tobacco to get into the, to see what it tastes like. If it tastes as good as this so far, then it'll be a good smoke.
There's actually a sweetness to it, too.
I'm picking up a smoked pine flavor.
It's not as aromatic as a pipe tobacco would be. It's not like...
I'm also picking up hints...
It doesn't hit the olfactory that way.
Hints of mesquite flavoring. I mean, this is just... In my opinion, as a cigar reviewer, I'm going to say I think this cigar is going to be one of those cigars that's going to be a complex bomb. What do you say?
Very nice flavors on the retro hail. It definitely has a lot of that smokiness coming off of it, but it's pleasant and sweet and smooth. So it doesn't burn the nasal passages as it comes back through. Very pleasing so far.
Like I said, to me, I think this is going to be a really, really good complex bomb. I do want to say, if AJ's watching, you are awesome, man, with your blends. Just please make a Divinia that tastes good. Please make an Ave Maria that tastes good. Your Divinia was
The Divinia sucked.
Yes, everything else I've tried from you is awesome. I think AJ had it.
It's the only AJ Fernandez cigar we've ever had that we disliked.
And for some of you out there, on my radar for talking about cigars for a second. The number one AJ I want to try right now is the New Worlds in all their flavors, either the Connie, the Maduro, or I think the Habano just came out.
I actually want to try the San Latano Bull. But
the other one I want to try besides that is AJ's pipe tobacco, if he does make it. And the third one I'd like to try is the Ave Maria Argentum. They're in perfecto, like Morningstar shape. So
far, this is just a very nice but mellow smoke. It's not as full-bodied as I would have expected. I would have expected this medium to full, and so far it's coming out medium or a little less.
I'm saying, to me, this is a medium-bodied cigar, but, you know, medium-bodied and medium strength. So, in my opinion, this is something for intermediate users, because I was talking to someone a while ago who was talking about Oliva cigars, and he said for the it's not good for the intermediate, but it's for the advanced user. I think personally that I've surpassed the intermediate user, the mid-ground, but I basically said to them that the Oliva Reckoning by Studio Tobacco, since my nickname is Nubs, that is a complex bomb, and, you know, that one they said you have to be an advanced user to enjoy the cigar, you know.
Anyways, I suppose we'll get to the halfway point of this, and we will let you know how that's progressed. It'll only be a second for you. It'll be a while for us.
Stay tuned.
Hello, and welcome back to the halfway point of this AJ Fernandez Spectre. One of the first things I'll notice on this is that the finish was not that long at the beginning. It was an okay finish, but as the cigar has progressed, the finish has lengthened. Now it is a very nice, long finish. In fact, probably don't have to puff again for another 5-10 minutes, and I'll still be tasting this. Now, as for the flavors, just a slight smokiness. Lightly meaty, sort of, not like, you know, and maybe kind of a leatherish and
It looks cool. Did you notice it's a tobacco leaf on the
and sort of a caramelized onion, sort of. It's very hard to just, you know, reach out and grab something and say, that is it. But I am thoroughly enjoying this cigar, and it does very much remind me of a barbecue in many ways, but not to the extent that the KFC Mouat does, which is more of a bonfire than a barbecue.
I'm going to say, for me, I'm still picking up that hints of pine. Where do you think you're going, Ragamuffins, huh? Anyways, so what I wanted to say was, first of all, this is a cedar flavored cigar. It also tastes like hickory smoked, or mesquite smoked, I should say. Might with a little bit of mesquite flavoring in there, as I said, but it also tastes kind of like an actual hickory smoked with a dab of applewood smoked as well. So you got a barbecue type thingy where it tastes like you're smoking a cigar from a smokehouse. Now, the other thing I'm going to say is I'm picking up hints of pine in the cigar, but it is a fabulous cigar.
And I will say that I've noticed kind of a mesquite sweetness as well that's kind of in this cigar. There's something else I wanted to say about this. Besides the fact that it's burnt perfectly, no issues there. I have had a little bit of cracking. It just kind of popped on me down there by the bottom, but no big deal. That shouldn't even affect things. Oh, that's what it was. So far, this is not quite living up to my expectations. I expected far smokier flavors coming from this. I expected it stronger than it is and weaker than the KFC. But this is far weaker. This is very mild-bodied, full-flavored. not terribly heavy in nicotine either, so its strength is even on the medium side.
For you cigar smokers out there and cigar aficionados, connoisseurs, and subscribers, let me just say, and I'm going to say this, and you can take it with a grain of salt if you wish about cigars. Now, sometimes I compare a cigar like this to the crappy, useless Divino or Diamante, but every cigar smoker is different. You cannot compare apples with oranges. The Muwat is made by Drew Estate. It's a totally different cigar compared to this. Therefore, you know, in my opinion, every cigar is different, whether it's hit and miss. So just take that with a grain of salt.
What I was trying to say, though, by using the KFC, is a lot of people are familiar with the flavors of the KFC. That is extreme smokiness compared to this. You know that this doesn't compare.
Yes, but
you're right about the fact that everybody's flavors are slightly different. When it comes to reviews, you try to find somebody who seems to have a palate that's similar to your own. Rita's palate is slightly different than mine.
I do want to say, for the record, so some of you out there don't think I'm a dipstick. I am a minister of God. I will not swear unless I'm completely intoxicated and out of my gourd. That when it comes to the KFC Muwat, I believe me and Aaron's tried every Vitola out there.
No, we've tried two. We've tried the Fat Molly and the...
well, I don't care. Each size is different, which, as Johnny Stix says, mid-size Vitolas for him have the best flavors. Well, with me, a cigar, you know, I'll smoke anything. But for me, the smaller Vitola in the KFC was a lot flavorful than the Fat Molly, in my opinion.
And then, you know, if you just want to see a difference of opinions on something, you can check out our video on the Opulence 3. Totally different reviews.
However, Johnny Stix said he loved it.
Yeah, he liked our style in that, and what happened was Rita had surgery when we were in Nebraska, and she couldn't smoke. So I brought some cigars to possibly review with her if she felt in the mood, and there was no way she was going to feel in the mood. So anyways, I ended up smoking the Opulence 3 because I was running out, so I did the first 3 sections of the video, and instead of uploading it that way, I saved them for her to do her section later. So like 3 weeks later, Rita ends up doing her section, and she does parts 2, 4, and 6. And we fused them, so I started, then she went, then I went, then she went, then I went, then she went, and you get a totally different experience from both of us.
And I believe one of the people that has watched our videos basically said, and I thought this was really cool, I never checked on it, I assumed that's what it was, that the way we did our video of the Opulence 3 was so good and so awesome in the cigar world that it was a breath of fresh air to the person.
That's what we'd heard from Isabel, and that was on the Isabel Serpentine. It was just one of our basic videos, so nothing particularly special about that video, but the Opulence 3 was a truly special video in how we did it, and we may do that with 2 other cigars. I have some that were gifted to me that Rita wants to review, and that way I could smoke mine, and then Rita can smoke hers later whenever we do get one. So,
and yes, we save our videos in a certain file so we don't lose them, and then we upload them when I review. So, but
we just have to figure out what to do with those at this point. But anyways, we'll get back to you in the final third of this so this doesn't end up a 40-minute video or something.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to part 3 of this
Spectre from AJ Fernandez.
I just gotta say, I'm looking forward to trying one day before they run out of the Spectre pipe tobacco, because this is a great cigar, and I'm tasting more of the Latakia now. Being a pipe smoker, the Latakia is just coming out. It reminds me of packing up my pipe and enjoying myself, which A lot of my pipe tobaccos are English blends, which are Latakia based.
This would be a great cigar to have while doing a barbecue at the park. It's got some nice barbecued flavors in there, some meatiness to it.
Father's Day is next month, so I'm hoping to get steaks for us.
Mesquite flavors in there, slightly sweet, but not too terribly sweet. None of the flavors really are an explosion that sits there and you sit there and say, whoa, this is overpowering. It's actually a fairly good mild-bodied cigar, but the body is picked up in this in the final third and has become more medium to medium full. The nicotine isn't still too rich, so it's still a pretty medium strength cigar. And the flavors are intense. There's a lot of them. They switch back and forth a little bit. They're married very nicely. They do not compete with each other. And in my opinion, it's just a fabulous cigar. However, I will say that it does not quite fit the expectations I had for this cigar.
But I hope now this cigar has...
The room note is not as nice as I expected it to be. It has not been a super pipe tobacco cigar. It's been more of a cigar than a pipe tobacco. And so if you're looking for it to be a pipe tobacco rolled like a cigar, not quite. And it does offer some interesting flavors that you wouldn't get in a normal cigar because it does have pipe tobaccos in it.
I do want to say that the Spectre pipe tobacco said it's got a cigar, a secret cigar blend that's in the pipe tobacco.
Which would mean, does the pipe tobacco taste more like a cigar or more like a pipe tobacco? That's a good question. I'd be curious to try the Spectre pipe tobacco too.
I agree with Aaron. This has become more of a medium to full body. Same with that's for the body. The strength is the same. Flavors are the same. Like I said, I am for pipe tobacco, so the Latakia is coming out. I will say I am picking up, and Aaron might laugh at me, but this is what I'm picking up, is a little Viso, Seco, and the last one, Ligero, in the final third. Just a tad bit. That's why they say the cigar, we didn't get much info. It's more of a secret blend.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm picking up those flavors, so I'm saying that this is just coming up, and it's now getting to a little more spice and a little more
Definitely
kick.
a little more Ligero that's creeped in here. There's some spice that's definitely lingering there, particularly in the back of the mouth. Great long finish, and the finish changes, so it keeps you interested.
The finish for me, and this is
did
what I'm
have
picking
a bit
up.
of a problem. Part of my wrapper cracked and came off. No big deal, though.
If you want to ask Aaron, and he'll tell you, I've only had 2 fixes for this cigar. It's burned on a razor.
This is burned on a razor for me. I haven't needed a fix at all. Oh, yes, I did. Sorry. I actually had a tunnel while I was actively puffing on it. But, you know, that happens now and then.
Cigars are hit and miss. This one is a hit, in my opinion.
I would say so. Now, this is going to be a little different. I'm going to review this in 3 different ways here with my overalls. Would I recommend this to a pipe smoker who wants to experience cigars and figures that this is a good one to get into cigars with because it's so pipe tobacco-ish? No.
Hold on.
It's not that pipe tobacco-ish.
I'm going to follow with Aaron's answer with I agree with no, because this tastes more like a cigar than a pipe tobacco.
Exactly. It's more cigar-ish. There are other out there that's more pipe tobacco-ish.
I do want to say on that statement that I don't consider a black and mild pipe tobacco because I don't know what the hell they use.
That tastes like pipe tobacco. You can't call that a cigar. It tastes and smells like pipe tobacco. But anyways, next point is, would I recommend this to a cigar smoker who's interested in trying a pipe tobacco and figures that this might fit the idea for a cigar pipe tobacco? No, it's not a good transition into pipe tobaccos either, because this is more cigar-based than it is pipe tobacco-based.
Exactly.
So you're just going to be getting a cigar, and you're not going to experience what a pipe tobacco is.
No, hold on. I would like to answer that in my own way as more of a pipe smoker. Pipe smokers usually use Oriental, Virginias, Cavendish, and some Perique and Burley. Now,
And Latakia.
And Latakia. Now, in my opinion, if you're going to make a straight-up pipe tobacco cigar, those are what you use, and you use them in a way that you can roll it properly. And you got to also master the binder with the leaf.
And your bright and burleys aren't going to go very well in a cigar, I don't think.
No, exactly, because
nor would your Cavendishes.
For example, if you see a cigar there, the outer wrapper has to bring the flavors to marriage for pipe tobaccos, and so far I have not seen a cigar that has done that properly.
The final thing is, would I recommend this to a cigar smoker? And my answer to that would be, yes, I would. This is a fabulous cigar that offers a few new flavors that you wouldn't expect necessarily. It does draw off the pipe tobacco without being pipe tobacco, if that makes any sense. So it's more of a cigar, and as a cigar, it's got its own differences and nuances that are enjoyable. I would definitely recommend this cigar to give it a try.
Me, I'm going to give you a couple things, being the pipe smoker. I agree 100% with what Aaron said. I will say, you know, like I said, the marriages are just fabulous. You know, they put this cigar together perfectly. AJ Fernandez has got my seal of approval. Now, I know the person who sent us these cigars, I think he said he didn't like many AJ Fernandez.
Correct, but he didn't mind this, and there was another one that he had recently that he likes. Oh, and he liked the Man of War Virtue.
And he likes apparently the Ave Maria, I think it was.
Yes, he wasn't too bad on the Ave Maria.
No, AJ, as I said, makes some really good diesels, but we're not talking about diesels here. Now, my opinion is two things. One is, as Aaron said, if you're looking to transition from cigar to pipe, this isn't it, because...
Well, it's not going to bring to you
the satisfaction of a pipe tobacco. Now, for me, this was a satisfying cigar because as a pipe smoker, I can actually pick up the Latakia and the other flavors. Second thing is, as Aaron didn't discuss, was the price points. They're about $60 to $70 a box. I think
10.
it's 70.
So it's about $7 a piece.
Yeah,
$6 to $7.
$6 to $7 a stick, which isn't bad in the price range. And I believe it's only in one size.
Yeah, I didn't like the idea of spending $70 for a box of 10. That's why I keep putting it off. And since I got this possibility, thanks to Johnny Stix, it was a really good time to do it. And I really enjoyed this so far.
I think it's been a blessing because, as Aaron said, when you take in account for buying cigars like I do, when I do buy cigars, I'm planning 2 more trips right now and 2 more next year, that the price point has to be good in my vocabulary, and it isn't, in my opinion, when you go out and spend $70 for a box and you can think and say, for $10 more, I can put out and get 2 bundles of the Buzzard's Banquet from Holtz and get a total of 60 cigars for the price of 10.
Put it this way. Usually where my dollar amount lies that I could spend per month in cigars, I want to be able to come away with at least 40 cigars. And if I did a box of 10 of these for $70, that's most of my money right there. And I'd probably only end up with 10, maybe 30 cigars for the month because I might do a bundle cheap of 20 cigars. But that's just not going to get me through the month. Because sometimes I do like a 2 per day. I usually like 1 per day. Lately, it's been 2 per day. So.
I'm with Aaron. I like 2 a day if I can get away with it. But lately, you know, I've been putting my money towards our trips to get surgeries. But here's my other price point thingy. Usually when I buy cigars, I'll buy a bundle between 20 and 40, depending on what's available, like diesels or nubs or etc. However, when it comes to pipe tobaccos, and this is something I will say, pipe tobaccos are hard in the state. When we get them in, we're blessed. But the guy I go through right now for pipe tobacco in the shop I go to, $310, $63, I could buy about 3 bundles of cigars for that price and get 60 cigars and smoke 2 a day. However, as Aaron didn't say in the whole thing, that's not including waiting for shipping, so that extends it to the next payday. However, because it's $63, I feel obligated when I go in there when the guy comes out with 2 or 3 tins stacked and I gotta buy them.
Yeah. And one other thing, too, is we do a review channel here. And if I just bought 30 to 40 cigars per month for my own smoking pleasure, I wouldn't be able to do any reviews. So I always have to make sure to get 5 to 10 sticks that I've never had so that I can do some reviews. And unfortunately, trying to do that ends up really trying to... really ends up cramping the ability to just say, oh, I'm going to buy a box of 25 this month at $100, and I'm going to buy 3 5-packs, and that's going to be $115 or $125, whatever. Instead, I got to say, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that. Oh, nah, I need to do this. Oh, great, I got $40 left to see what I can do with it. So that's why we're really thankful to people like Johnny Stix who have sent us some stuff to review, because that keeps our channel alive. And another thing, too, is we're thankful to companies like Isabella who've sent us some to review, and we've now got Victor... there's another one. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now. I just don't want to go looking it up right now. But we got another blend. It should actually be in your history if you type
Duh.
it's down below. Just type in Victor up there. Type in Victor in the search bar. It should automatically hit it. It's down below those. It might be in that group somewhere. Nope, that's Domino's. Amazon. It would have been quicker going up there. I don't see it. I would have just typed it into the search. Oh yeah, Victor that way. Victor Calvo. So we're going to be reviewing some cigars from Victor Calvo if everything goes right. I talked to a guy today and he wants to send us out some, so if all goes well there, we'll be reviewing those. And it's that type of thing that keeps our channel going, because we are, you know, financially strapped, frankly. And it's part of our channel is how do we do this and still, you know, be the way that we are. And it can be very complicated at times.
I would like to make the final statement for you all before we log off and wish you all good night so I can get my nightly thing done before walking the dogs. And this is, for some of you out there, so you understand my point of view, is the reason I enjoy reviewing whatever, whether it be Isabella or Victor Cigars or JS, Johnny Stix, or some of the other people that sent us in the past, is money is tight. I love reviewing. That's one of my hobbies with Aaron. And right now, and Aaron didn't explain this to you, one of the purchases I got to make by end of year is a new laptop for our channel, because the current laptop's 7 years old and it can go at any given time.
It can actually be quite expensive to do this for y'all, but we've managed to do it on a budget to this point. We've been doing this 2 years. We got almost 200 reviews done, and I figure maybe not in June, but July we should hit number 200. I think we're at like 178. So, and we got at least a dozen smokes right now to review, so I think.
So I just wanted to explain to you that our laptop for doing videos outside, so we don't do them all the way in here, is going to cost a pretty penny. But when it's done and everything is set up, then eventually my computer, that's the one that I would be having. The second computer I gotta buy is for Aaron, as his home computer, his laptop, took a dump.
Yeah, my laptop died. My PlayStation 3 died this year. My PS2 died this year. And I haven't been able to replace those yet.
I'm working on all of them.
Honestly, our cigar reviews here have come before me replacing anything, because this is what I enjoy doing. I really enjoy being able to review cigars for you guys. And so we're just very, very thankful to those who support us and have been very helpful to us. And sometimes we don't seem as appreciative as we should, and I just want to give a huge thank you. And I've learned so much from Cigar Cartel. I've made some good friends there. And if you follow our channel and you're not a member of Cigar Cartel on Facebook, you can always hit me up or whatever. I can see.
Don't we have a Facebook personal page?
Well, it's a hidden group now because of Facebook. No, we don't have one. I did have cigar reviews by Aaron when I had my own channel, and when I got rid of my channel, I basically got rid of that.
We should start our own thing for Facebook. But anyways, there you have it, everyone. We've given you some good explanations. As me with a good heart, as a lot of people say, I'm doing my best trying to juggle with the new computer for our channel, because that's what we love to do, is to put you guys first. Then get his computer, then get the PS3, a refurbed one that's a better unit than his piece of crap one at PS2. And then I gotta find a repair shop that can do or get a refurbished GameCube.
And we've been called moochers, and there are certain groups, like, well, the people who called us that, they have enough money, they have a guy who works at the cigar shop, etc. They don't really have to worry about the financial aspect of this as much as we do. And people like Cigar Obsession, they have, he runs his own shop as well. And, he gets gifted cigars all the time and stuff. So, there are people out there who even help out a guy like him. And some of the other smokers out there that I know do reviews. I like Tim Rollins' reviews. He's gotten free cigars from people, etc.
Tim Rollins is awesome.
He is awesome.
And that Dr. D, whatever it is, at Cigar, Johnny Stix suggested Dr.
They do a good job, but they got money for their own. We're kind of a little less fortunate on that, and we still try. And we try because this is something that we enjoy. It's something we enjoy doing for you. It's not something that we enjoy so much for ourselves because, heck, in some ways I'd rather just buy a box and enjoy myself for the month rather than trying to come up with reviews. And also, it takes an hour of our time to sit together and do the review. Then it ends up taking it ends up meaning that we can't enjoy this cigar to its 100% fullest. But we do this for you. So, anyways, with that said,
please add, subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion.
And if you smoked the Spectre and you agree or disagree with our review, please let us know. Just try to keep it nice is all we ask.
May God bless you in everything you do, and enjoy every puff.